Today we take on our first Allsvenskan game. As manager of Örgryte, it's also against IFK Göteborg at the ground. We beat them in the cup. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is the perfect opportunity to show that we deserve to be in this division next year. We've also made a new signing, and we've now got a player in the Media Dream 11, which I didn't think was going to happen, but let's talk about it. Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB, and this is Football Manager 2022, the Master Rebuilder save with Örgryte. We have made a signing. He's not going to join until, well, the next window, because we've just made all our transfers. We couldn't sign him because he's still contracted to his current club, and I don't want to sell him. So, he's young, he's talented, and I only found out about him because Degerfors tried to sign him first. But the player in question is Fredrik Hove. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's 16. He's got no transfer value. And as far as I'm concerned, we know nothing about him. But Degerfors were in for him. I thought, you know what? Let's screw with Degerfors and get this guy instead. And we did. So, yeah, we've kind of signed this player ahead of Degerfors just to mess with him, if anything, and also because we could afford him. So yeah, he's spirited personality as well. He's 5'8". He's a midfielder who could be an attacking midfielder. To be completely honest with you, I know absolutely nothing about him, but I just signed him because I could. And yeah, if he turns out to be a flop, he's a flop. But we're signing him for nothing. If we sell him on for profit, then we've made money from him. So really, there's no risk at all as far as I'm concerned, outside of the fact we're spending money on him. So weirdly enough, in the Media Dream 11, we've got a player in there, and it's the obvious person, Luka Vesna-Tisic. The more I look at this, now, the fact he's now considered the fourth best player in terms of best players in or key players for teams, and given you're going to have, what, 2 people per key player in this list, the fact he's fourth in this list is interesting, and the fact that he's above a Hammarby player tells me that we've actually got a really good talent. I knew Vesna-Tisic was good. I didn't think he was a star player good, though. So, I don't know how we've managed to convince this guy to sign for us, outside of the fact we paid 2.6 grand a week, and we're giving him all these bonuses and clauses. But, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose him for 1.6 million at the end of the season. Also, random fact, we could be playing in Europe this season. Not next season, but this season if we win the Svenska Cup. Because, well, I looked at the team that won it last year in their competition preview, and I realised they were actually playing it in last year's Europa Conference League. So, let's go into that. So I was looking at Vesbergs, and I was looking at their profile. They won the cup for the first time last year, so I thought, okay, well done to them, you've done well. Then I looked at the competitions, and I realised the Europa Conference League was from last season's qualifying rounds. And I realised, wait, if you're able to play in that competition last year, that means if we win the competition this year, we could be in this competition. And I look at the teams currently left in the competition. We've got Red Star, we've got Ferencvárosi, Marseille, Arsenal, Copenhagen, Real Sociedad, Celtic, and Lazio. Those are some big teams in this, but it also tells me that there are some interesting countries I could manage in at one point. And I think all of those clubs could count under my rebuild strategy, or at least in the category I need to use for my rebuilder mode. So all these clubs could count, and yeah, even this team, because they've won the Europa League. So the fact they've won the Europa League means they could still technically count, even if they've been winning the league every single year for the last couple of years. And it's really weird to say that. I could legitimately do this. Arsenal, because they haven't won the league in God knows how long. And it's been 2004 since they last won it. They also won the Europa League in 1970, so again, they haven't won anything in over 20 years for their biggest trophy. Well, Sociedad can count because they haven't won the top flight since the 1980s, and, well, they're also very exciting, so that's good. Marseille can count because of their, Champions League that they won when they had the drug problem, a match-fixing scandal in the year they won it, and they got kicked out of the league. Yeah, they can count. They've actually won the Europa Conference League in 2022, so they're looking to be the first team to win it twice. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I actually don't know. You've got Celtic, who won the Champions League, and legitimately, I would do that job as well. I would sign for Celtic if given the opportunity because of that Champions League. Oh, no other reason. It's the Champions League that really attracts me to them. Lazio will count because they haven't won the league since the year 2000. They have won the Europa Super Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup. They've not won a major trophy outside of their cup since 2000. Yeah, it's been a long time since they won a major top league or European trophy. Copenhagen are probably the only side that will not count because they are winning their biggest trophy right now every year, and it's not surprising. They're also dominating their league. I wouldn't be surprised if they're already champions. If they're not already champions, it's amazing. But yeah, they are one of those teams that I would not sign for. The only one out of the last 8 that would not be on my list of places I can go to. I mean, Red Star's obvious because they won the Champions League. They would definitely count. 1991. That's when they won the Champions League. I would definitely go to Red Star as well, just for that reason alone. So, it's one of those things where you don't know what the hell's going to happen. And I'm excited because there's so many opportunities we can go to. And we could be in Europe next year. This season, in fact. We could be in Europe if we win the Swedish Cup. And I'm very excited about that idea. Still, we're taking a Gothenburg today. And Gothenburg, we got turned down by them. And they went Örgryte. And, well, the rest is history. We're now here after an unbeaten season in the second tier. We've now got a team that is good enough to be the 11th best in the league. And we should survive, let's be honest. I say mid-table or top half there should be the aim now after what we've pulled off and what we've assembled. And what will be coming up in the transfer window next summer. So, exciting times for that. Either way, Gothenburg. We want revenge on Gothenburg. We are going to have to rotate a few players, despite my best desire to do so otherwise. So the lineup will be this. Molin, Burr, Dlevik, Mestorovic, Granvis, Vesna Tisic, Ackerman, Bjordqvist, Poulsen, Silakovic, and Bentel. That's my starting lineup. The bench will have Peter Luger, Gustafsson, Sigurdsson, Nasur, Lotovec, Harubi, and Josefsson. Why? Meskovic got injured, so he's out for 4 days, and Sangui suspended. And yeah, that's the only reason we've had some moves there. And Lotovec is not fully fit. I don't know why, but he's not fully fit, and he's not fully prepared, so we can't use him today. Either way, though, I think this team can win. I believe we've got a good enough side to get a victory against Gothenburg after we beat them in the cup. If I'm now proven wrong and I lose, then it would only be my second defeat in Charles' team. I've won literally 82% of my matches so far in this Charles' team. 41 games in, 34 victories, 6 draws, 1 defeat. We've only conceded 12 times as well. It is ridiculous how good we've been since we took over this team. And I believe now we just need... If I win the Swedish Cup and the Swedish League, I'm probably going to be able to say I'm done with Sweden. And we'll move on from there. But either way, let's see how we do and hope we can win today. Let's do it. We've got a free kick. Bjorkes to take it. He goes for goal. Oh, he's just hit the bar. We almost scored the opening goal. The ball's gone forward. And we're not going to get to that, unfortunately. And I genuinely believe that because it was a cup, we weren't as good, or our opponents were not as good as they could have been, and they kind of paid the price for it. But in the league, I'm more concerned, and they have a chance, and they put it over, and they should have done better. So far, 0-0. Must confess, I'm actually happy we're not losing, because we had no shots on target, they've had 2. And we've had the possession in our favour, and we've completed the most passes, but we've done nothing with it, it feels like. So we need to do better and hope for more. So far, we're kind of the lower half of the table because there's only been 3 different teams that are winning so far. So, yeah, hopefully we'll change that soon. Okay, so they get the ball forward. And we're going to get the ball back. And if there's one thing I'm confident about, it's that we can do well here. It's a sellout here today. And after we won last time, I genuinely believe we can beat this team again. We've only conceded 1 goal, and it was against Gothenburg. So I know they are the one team that could probably cause us problems in that regards. But we've got the ball here. And if we continue to do well, we're looking good. Poulsen, still doing well. Look at this run. Good run from him. But he finds Rasmussen. He plays the cross. And we've scored. Zelasovic has just scored the opening goal. And I'm really, really happy. We just need to hold on. It's our first shot on target, I think. And we score with it. So, We've not been on our best. There's no question about it. But if we can do this against our fierce rivals at our ground, their ground, it doesn't matter. It's still considered their ground because of the home team. But if we win today, it's amazing for us. Okay, so we've got a throw here. If we can get a second, we're looking good. If we can keep another clean sheet, it would be our 5th clean sheet in 6 so far this year. And it'd be great. Bentel does not get to that, but Bjorkas can get to this. He's been tackled, but we get the ball anyway. Vesna Tisic. Granfisk. Now, what can he do? Can play in the middle. Has done. Paulson's there. Oh, it's an own goal! It's an own goal by Bernardo Villar. And now, Gothenburg are starting to capitulate before our very eyes. And I cannot believe it. What a return. What a start of the second half for us. 12 minutes in the second half. We've gone 2-0 up, and this is the worst of the bunch. The keeper saved it. It's literally bounced off his own defender. How embarrassing. Okay, they got a free kick. We know what happened last time. We're 2-0 up, and then we consider a late goal to give them a chance to come back into it, and then we killed the game off. I need to do that again, I feel. But that was apparently a highlight, and that's a block shot, surely. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it again, and this time is even more impressive since we were not good in the first half, and we needed a better performance in the second half. We got that performance in the second half. And we win by 2-0 against Gothenburg. What a result this is for us. To win our first league game away from home. And against our fiercest rivals. This really makes me feel like I've justified myself. And I really am sticking it to the team that turned me down last year. I really have. Ladies and gentlemen, we win the first league game of the year. And we are in 4th place. I don't know what the other positions mean, to be completely honest with you. We've got 6 places or something that could be the European football or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to assume that they're for European football or something. But yeah, we're doing well. If we keep this up, I'll be very happy indeed. There was no draws in the beginning of the year, so 8 wins for 8 different teams. And yeah, a good start to the year. The league champions lost their first game of the season to Djurgården, so good luck to them, honestly. We've got Hammarby next, but I won't show that on the live video. Oh my god, again! What are you doing? I don't even hate you. I do not even dislike you, and yet you're still apparently getting upset. Why? Every single time. We have actually just fined some of our players for not doing so well. Paulson has apologised for his poor performance, and actually, he's only really good enough as a second tier, so maybe I need to get rid of him at some point in the future. Who knows? And also, he's apparently, he's good for both wings, but do I just keep him or do I sell him soon? Because I might need to get rid of him at some point. I haven't decided yet. Either way, no idea what this is about. Don't like it, but it is what it is. And yes, first win of the year, 2-0. We've done our job perfectly. And what I'm going to do is end this here. What do you think of our first game in charge of the team in the top flight? And do you think we could finish a top half finish or just look at mid-table? And if we get into Europe, which honestly, if we don't win the cup this year, it's embarrassing. How far do you think we can go into Europe for Conference League? I want to hear your comments down below. But either way, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.